welcome to the free virtual assistant training where you will learn usable skills in the VA industry to help you jumpstart your VA career. This is the first module in our training where you will learn the basics in the VA industry. My name is Desiree and I will be your coach throughout this entire training. We will continue understanding the basics in the VA industry, and in the previous lesson, we have learned how a virtual assistant or a VA works with a client. And in the third lesson of this module, we will be understanding the different terminologies that will be used and you will encounter as a VA in the industry. So, why is it important to learn the terminologies first before the actual strategies and software how to's? Well, it's already challenging to learn new stuff, right? How much more when you're trying to learn these new stuff and you don't even understand the words and terms that were being used. So we better get these terms understood first so we can continuously learn our succeeding lessons. Now let's go ahead and talk about the common terms that you may come across as a VA. The first term that we will be talking about is the term niche. A niche is a place or position that's particularly appropriate for someone or something, especially due to being very specific and different from others. Niche often refers to a position or interest that allows someone or something to thrive in a particular environment. So, this is especially used in the context of people's careers to refer to the specific position, occupation, or business that will set them apart from others and will allow them to be successful. So, when someone tells you to find your niche, they mean that you should find the very specific activity or position that sets you apart and in which you can find success and fulfillment. The correct pronunciation of niche can be either niche or niche. We actually have a dedicated lesson in this module in the next few lessons to learn more and dive deeper into understanding niches. So please expect that in the next few lessons for us to understand further what are the different types of niches. Alrighty, the next term that we will be talking about is the term OBM or Online Business Manager. An OBM is a virtual support professional that works for an online based business and handles day to day activities, project management tasks, operations, and more. So, an online business manager or an OBM is there to provide support to people who need expert skills to help run their business. Unlike a virtual assistant, an OBM has a leadership and managerial role to fulfill, such as handling teams and complex projects. They also have freedom to make decisions that impact the business. A good OBM will use their skills to increase revenue and profits, drive growth, as well as taking some of the weight off the business owner. Another term that you might be able to encounter is Customer Relationship Manager or CRM. It is a tool that helps you manage your business relationships with prospects, leads, and clients. So, examples of a customer relationship management tools are Salesforce, Insightly, MailChimp, and Infusionsoft. So basically, a CRM is a tool where you put in all the information of your clients and your prospect clients in order for you to be able to manage these customer information. So it's some sort of like a database that you can enter in the details of your clients and your customers. This is an example of a CRM, and this is from MailChimp. So if you look closely, you will see that this page is on the all contacts page. And as you can see, there are email addresses, first name, last name, address, phone number, birthday, and tags in this specific page, which again, the purpose of a CRM is to record these client and customer information in order for you to be able to manage them, such as when you're sending emails, newsletters, order confirmations, and so on. Another term that you may come across is Standard Operating Procedure or SOP. An SOP is a step-by-step set of instructions to help teams or members of an organization complete routine tasks. SOPs help teams achieve efficiency, improve quality and output, and comply with industry regulations. So SOPs are set in place in every company or business to achieve efficiency, quality output, and uniformity of performance while reducing miscommunication and failure to comply with industry regulations. So this is an example SOP, and this procedure is for payday. Looking at this sample, you will see that this SOP will be done every 2 weeks on a Friday, from Friday 2 weeks ago to Thursday. And it's also showing the step-by-step process to figure out how much to pay the VA and how to send the payment and what to do after sending the payment, which is to send the thank you note. By creating this standard operating procedure or this SOP, if the current person who is assigned to send out the salaries of the VA, if that specific person will have to resign from his or her post and another person will have to get this responsibility, then all that new person has to do is to follow the step-by-step process of this SOP. And by doing so, this person will now be able to follow the standard procedure of the company when it comes to sending out the salaries of their VAs with no miscommunication, because literally the step-by-step process on what that person has to do is already written out in here. As a VA, for you to be able to do your job, there might be also an SOP in place that you have to do, that you have to follow in order to be able to provide quality outputs, avoid miscommunication, provide uniformity of outputs, and for you to be effective and efficient at your job. Another term that you might come across is the Learning Management System, or an LMS. An LMS is a digital learning environment that manages all aspects of a company's various training efforts. So this is a software or an online tool that helps you create, manage, organize, and deliver online training materials to your target audience. So since you will be applying and since you would like to work as a virtual assistant, then you will be the target audience for this specific LMS. So let's see over here as an example. I got this screenshot from zoho.com, and this is a sample of an LMS. This is like an online school or an online training in which you can see that there are different topics that you can dive into, that you can study. When you click on those topics, there will be specific lessons in that category that you can learn. So you might encounter this. Your client may have a similar online training platform or an LMS in order for you to get trained for your responsibilities as a VA for their company. Another term that you might come across is the key performance indicator, or the KPI. It is a measurable and quantifiable metric used to track progress towards a specific goal or objective. So KPIs provide teams with targets to aim for, like milestones to gauge progress and insights to help guide decision making throughout an organization. So by monitoring these KPIs, an organization can identify areas of strength and weaknesses, make data driven decisions, and take actions to optimize performance. So basically, a KPI is the amount of number that you have to meet at a certain amount of time. So let's say, for example, that as a social media manager, you have to create posts that will bring in engagement and interactions to your Facebook page. And let's just say that in a month, your KPI is to be able to reach 10,000 people. So now that will be one of the KPIs that you have to meet in every month, which is, in our example, is 10,000 people in 1 month. So your KPIs might be more than one. There might be other factors that your employer might have to consider in order for them to measure your success in your role. So most of the time, your employers will include that during your job offer or in your contract, that these are the KPIs that they will be expecting from you, so that you know what these KPIs are, and in order for you to be able to reach them before the end of the timeline that you're given. So in this lesson, we will only be talking about these 6 common terms that you might come across as a VA. And in the next lesson, we will be talking about email marketing terms and understand what do they mean. Alrighty, if you think that this training is helpful for you to start your VA career, we have an official training portal for free to guide you through the training. And it will be a more organized portal, which will include training documents and resources necessary. You can go ahead and check out the link in in the description box below to sign up, or you can go to this website on your screen at www.taskdelegates.com/free VA training. Let's go ahead and get connected. All of our socials are at Task Delegates. Please share this video to someone who you think would like to get trained as a VA so that we can help them get trained as a virtual assistant. Thank you so much for being in this training. Our next lesson will still be on Module 1, which will be about the basics as a VA. Lesson 3, which will be VA terminologies. And like I said earlier, it will be all about email marketing terms. See you in the next lesson.